Okay, we are about to have a look at a pension spreadsheet here. Okay, so Miss Jones wants to save for her retirement. She's planning to retire at the age of 65 and she wants to save for 20 years or have 20 years worth of pension. So from the age of 65 to the age of 85. She wants to receive a minimum pension of £15,000 a year and she expects the fund to earn an annual effective rate of 2.8% interest. Okay, so it's not just a case of doing 15,000 times 20. That's how much savings you would need if you weren't putting it into a fund for it to gain interest and for it to mature. Okay, so what we want to do is figure out how much will she actually need to save each year so that she will have £15,000 based on the amount of interest that her savings will gain before the age of 65. Okay, so in these cells here, in the minimum required pension, she wants £15,000 every year. So that's obviously the value that's in cell C3. If I make that absolute, and then we copy that down, she's going to have £15,000 per year. Okay, so that's how much she wants. So at the beginning of the first year, beginning of the second year, beginning of the third year, that's why it says to 19. That is actually 20 years worth of £15,000. What we want to do is we want to work out how much that money is worth without the interest applied to it. Okay, so for the first year, we're taking the £15,000, so the value that's in here, and we're going to divide that by the interest rate to the power of the number of years it has been gaining interest. So in here, this would be 1 plus my interest rate, and we're going to put it to the power of this cell here. We don't want to make that absolute. I do want to make my interest rate absolute though. And we don't want this one to change because it'll work down with it as well. Okay, so what that does is that's going to give me £15,000. It hasn't had any interest applied to it. It's not sitting in a bank account. All right. If I copy this down, what it's saying is for my second year worth of £15,000, I don't actually have to have £15,000 worth of savings for that year. If I have £14,591.44, if I multiply that by my interest rate, it will give me £15,000. And then this one, it would be multiplied by my interest rate squared, would give me £15,000. Okay, so in total, how much would she have to save? Well, what we would do is we would add up all of this. So she needs £233,710.79.